Hey you guys, and welcome back to Love for Plants. Today I want to go over the spider plant with you. I have 5 varieties. There are more that I still am trying to get. But I'm going to go over them and show you several different varieties to show you differences in them, but to let you know that pretty much they all grow the same. We'll start with this spider. I wanted to repot him, and I figured I might as well wait until today. That is extreme root bound, you guys. He still does have some dirt up on the top, which is why he's still okay. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to repot him right now. And then we'll move on and talk about spider plants and how easy they are to grow, how easy they are to propagate. We'll go into detail about the propagation for sure. So that is good enough for right now. So you guys, whether you get cuttings from friends, relatives, or you go to the store and you get your spider plant, normally it's going to start out nice and pretty. Then it's going to grow these shoots. You guys, if you want more spider plants, do not cut these shoots off. These are where the babies come from. Now, a lot of my varieties are different. As you can tell, this stem is yellow on this one. This variegated curly spider is yellow as well. And that's where the new babies come from. And then this curly is all green. His stem is green. So you're going to notice if you have different varieties that they're going to have different colors, and that's okay. So we get the stem, the baby comes out. First of all, it's going to start with these flowers. You're going to see flowers on them. Leave those flowers there because they are then going to turn into a new plant. So this one flowers. I did want to show you this one, and I think it's only this one that I've noticed ever before. This one actually gets like a seed pod on it before it opens. So whatever grows on there, leave it be. It will then open up to this. Okay, so now on to propagating. A lot of people will propagate when I think their little spiders are still too small, and they have more room for mistakes. I wait until my baby spiders get really long roots, and then I will cut them off and I just stick them in dirt like a regular rooted plant, and it seems to do fine. So let me give you an example. There is no roots, and you will find roots down here on the bottom. No roots, nor is that big enough to put in a pot. So these stay. I actually have this one. Okay, there are no roots on him. Even though it looks like he has a lot of green on the top, a lot of leaves, he will not get cut off until he gets roots. So even if they look good, sometimes it's not worth cutting them. More than likely, that one would end up dying if I water propagated it instead of just wait for the roots to get big. Okay, I actually cut off of my curly this fall, so I don't think I have any. Like some of them are a little bit bigger, but I don't have any with big roots on it, on the babies. So even though this is starting to shoot out again, I'm going to have more babies. They're just going to stay. So this one is not ready for any cuttings. And you guys, you can leave all these shoots on your plant. You never have to cut them off. As long as your mother plant is looking good and healthy, she can take care of those plants. So don't feel like you have to cut them off. All right, you guys, this is my favorite, all green, chlorophyllum, something or other, I don't remember. I got him this summer. He is getting babies. He's looking great. Now, let me see these roots, because a lot of you would think what I used to think. And I used to think this was ready because, gosh, he's tall, right? Look, Aaron, he's tall. All right, these are not roots. These are leaves that are pointing down. There are really no roots in there, so he stays. That is how I determine that. So he does not have one that I am ready to cut off either. Okay. Now you guys are probably like, Aaron, you showed us all these that you're not cutting. Let me show you my spider. You guys, it looks kind of bad. I'm sorry. I just got out of the cellar, cleaned it up. It needed a bad water this morning. So some of my leaves on my babies are dried out. That's okay. But I don't cut off of this very often, maybe twice a year, spring and fall. I normally cut it. So this one has a ton of babies that are ready to be cut off. Let me show you what I mean when I say roots. This is roots, you guys. So when that thing is that big and has roots like that, I'm cutting it off if I want to propagate, okay? When I cut off, I just come right down here to the base and I snip. Now, I'm not going to go cutting a lot today because I don't need to store them yet. There are actually 2 in here. They're connected to each other. If I can gently pull them apart, I will. And you don't have to pull these apart. I just like separating my actual plants. So these both have really good roots, okay? Like those are long. I don't need to stick those in water to propagate and grow roots. Now I pulled this one off. Where did I put it? I pulled this one off earlier by accident. That has really good roots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead right now and just plant 3 of these to show you the completed process of how I propagate. Let me get some dirt in my container. And you guys do not need a big container. This is my container size and it's still too big. So fill that puppy with dirt. Go ahead and water that if you want to do it now. I'm going to water mine when I'm done. And I am literally just going to stick 3 plants in this dish. I'll show you here in a minute. And because they already have such long roots, their chance of survival is really, really good. So here in about a month or so, I will show you guys what these babies look like. And if you can, get their leaves out of the dirt. If they stay under the dirt when you're planting and you get them wet later, that leaf will fall off. So now I have 3 little plants in here. I will go ahead and water those and then we'll just watch them grow. But I wanted to show you guys the propagation. Don't go cutting those babies if they don't have roots on them. You're probably going to have like a 50-50 chance of them surviving. Where if you just wait for their roots to take off, all you got to do is put them in the dirt. So I hope this helps you guys out. Propagate. I guess that's what we do in the winter. So if that's you, have fun. And keep watching. I'll have more videos coming soon. Thank you guys. And as always, have a great